boys and girls of the internet. I am Anchorman LC, here live on LC News to give you the realest, the juiciest of YouTube stories, where fake news isn't reported. Now, I know you guys may have so many questions in regards of Jake Paul and what is happening with these FBI raids, and I will assure you all that we have all the answers to all of your questions here on LC News. But before we get into any of that stuff, we need to address one thing. That's right, our favorite little cat lady Thote is back again with another genius idea. Now, if you weren't aware of the last episode, we addressed how she came back and about her past where she sold bathwater to simps on the internet. Well, she's back with another genius marketing idea where she is selling Gamer Girl condoms. That's right, they sold $10 a piece. And not to mention that these condoms were sold out the day they went out on the market. And you may be thinking, what kind of fool would buy such a thing? Me, of course. But anyway, on into other news. Speaking of people with daddy issues, we need to talk about our good old friend David Dobrik. Now, on our last episode of LC News, we addressed that David Dobrik could quite possibly be cancelled due to his racist jokes that he said way back then. And Seth was really trying to get that clout and trying to expose him. Now, in the last video, I stated that I don't think David Dobrik would ever even apologize. But in fact, he did. Here's his apology.
I want to say some things that are going to be a little bit more serious. I want to address some things that I feel like are pretty important to me. Jason and I have made, I don't know, over 600-700 videos together. I couldn't even tell you. And the intention with every single video is to make people laugh. I feel like on a handful of occasions, I've just missed the mark on that. And that really, really bums me out. I think for a while I was kind of just like, I'm the goofball. That's all I am. But I think there's parts of this where I need to be more serious because I want to be a good role model for the people watching. And I'm ashamed and I'm embarrassed about some of the things I did in videos or in Vines or whatever I was doing. And I genuinely feel awful about it. And I just want to say that if there was a kid who saw something from me that didn't make them feel welcomed or just made them feel uncomfortable, I'm sorry. I did not ever mean to make anybody feel out of place. I genuinely just want to make you have a good time, and I'm going to do that from here on out, and I'm going to do a better job at it.
Now that David Dobrik has apologized, Seth now must be in peace now. He must say, okay, he did it. Unfortunately, no, Seth is still trying to get some clout by tweeting this. Happy birthday, David Dobrik. Be accountable for your racist content. Love you, bro. Even after the fact David Dobrik has apologized, Seth didn't hesitate to tweet this. Now, David Dobrik isn't the only YouTuber being attacked by Seth. That's right, Seth is actually attacking other YouTubers who are known to have a racist past, such as Erin Guilfoyle. Seth has also made some videos targeting Erin and her racist past. Now, you may be wondering, why is Erin also being attacked by Seth? Well, Seth actually has or knows somebody that has a old video that shows Erin being naked and saying the N-word while she's intoxicated. And due to some people having that video, Erin was constantly blackmailed, saying that she needs to comply with some demands or else this video will get exposed all over the internet. Now, we don't have an official source saying that Seth was responsible for releasing the video, so to who actually released the video, sources are unknown. However, rumors on Twitter are complying that Trisha Paytas actually released the video herself. Again, this is only a rumor, but let's just assume she did it just for the sake of our laughs. And here on LC News, we actually have the video itself, and we will be playing the video of the naked woman saying the N-word.
No,
what was that?
we can't play the video.
We'll repeat that again.
It's a naked woman. YouTube will take it down.
You mean if we show a naked woman on YouTube, YouTube will probably ban us?
It's not so much that, but she's naked without consent.
That's right. the main point was to show that this is not cool because she's naked without consent on video. You're right. It wouldn't be the right thing to do to moisturize while this video is playing. Okay, so we have the audio for you for privacy reasons for Erin. Here's the audio of that clip.
Bottle with the sunscreen. Copper tone, nigga!
Now that this video was out and about, Erin made an apology video, and I gotta say, it's kind of heartbreaking. Here's the video.
There are videos of me surfacing from about 10 years ago that I want to first and foremost take complete ownership of. I am so incredibly sorry to anybody who has watched these videos and has been hurt by them. But a year and a half ago, I was blackmailed by somebody and they threatened to post the videos that are now being circulated online. Unless I basically adhere to their demands, which I did not. To give some context to these videos, in them I am completely naked, front, back, everything, and I'm just dancing around, having a good time, and I say a racial slur. People have decided that me saying a racial slur justifies them posting videos of me that I did not consent to have taken, I did not consent to have posted anywhere. It's okay to post them and share them and circulate them, even though it's such a insane violation of like my privacy. And I've just seen so many different theories and like justifications of it, and it's horrible. I openly talk about like crazy phases of my life and like have posted like my behind on my Instagram, but that's what I chose to share. I didn't share these with anybody ever. I did not post these to Snapchat or Instagram or whatever platform they were originally uploaded on. I didn't even have a platform at the time. And you sharing videos that I never consented to have being filmed in the first place is disgusting. I get sexually harassed because of this. I've never been violated like that in my life.
Very, very unfortunate stuff. I am very sorry, Erin, that you have to go through such a thing for something you did so long ago while you were intoxicated. But let me know down below if you guys agree that Seth was doing the okay thing by exposing a naked woman saying the N-word without her consent. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. But just when Erin's luck was just getting worse, it gets even worse. Because Erin recently posted a video saying, I tested positive. Here's the clip.
I received my coronavirus test, and it turns out that I have tested positive for coronavirus.
Very, very heartbreaking, Erin. It is not a good year for you. I am sorry, and I wish you the best, and I hope you get well soon. But speaking of people doing terrible acts, we need to move on to our big story that is so big on YouTube right now, and that is the FBI raiding Jake Paul's house. But before we get into that, let's get into our clip that'll make you say, sweet Jesus! Here's the clip. Oh my sweet Jesus! Let's get that back in slow motion. Now I know you guys may be panicking saying, how could you post a clip like this? But don't worry, we have official sources stating that the car is okay. But let's enlighten the mood with some wholesome news. Now I'm pretty sure you guys are all aware of the story of the little boy who protected his little sister from a dog attack. And he was talking with some superhero characters such as Iron Man, Captain America, and some other Marvel-like characters. But during an interview, they asked the boy, who is your favorite person to watch on YouTube? And besides Anchorman LC, he said that his favorite YouTuber was Mr. Beast. And Mr. Beast seen this video and gave him a reaction. Here's the clip.
What's your favorite thing to watch on YouTube?
Tell me what you think about this.
I just want you to know that
I'm really proud of you. You're an amazing person, and I think what you did was really epic. Even at my age, I couldn't fathom doing something like that, and so you're a really great guy.
What do you think?
What do you think?
Good. That was good.
So wholesome. It's just so beautiful. I'm sorry. Ignore me. I'm just cutting onions. Oh my gosh. Why did I do that? That wasn't even that funny. And now on to our final story. Jake Paul is being raided by the FBI.
Well, Jake Paul's attorney says he was out of state and not at his Calabasas home during that raid today. It's after an FBI raid at his home in Calabasas. Federal agents entered Paul's home in a gated community off Mulholland Highway. 24 feds, some in tactical gear, could be seen carrying evidence from the property, including several firearms. After the search, a SWAT team was seen leaving in a procession of law enforcement vehicles.
As you can see, Jake Paul's house was being raided by the FBI, and the first thing they took out of his house was all of his guns. Sources say that this was an operation with a warrant to search Jake Paul's house, and that they didn't intend to arrest or make any arrest during this operation. Now, but not only was Jake Paul's house raided, his manager or friend Armani Azadi was also raided.
Federal agents also executed a similar raid in Las Vegas today at the Graffiti Mansion, while the apparent owner, a longtime member of Paul's inner circle, was home.
So far, we have not heard a statement on Jake Paul or any of the Pauls on why this raid happened. And as far as we know, Armani was the only friend that was raided by the FBI. Now, we have an official source from the FBI stating that this raid happened due to the events of Jake Paul trespassing in the mall. But it's very interesting too, because those charges were only misdemeanor charges. However, this article has said this about his misdemeanor charges. Those misdemeanor charges are now being dismissed. Local police told The Verge the police department says it is now coordinating with the FBI to ensure that justice is served. It said the charges are being dropped so that a federal criminal investigation can be completed. Wow, so it sounds like things are probably gonna get a little more spicy for Jake Paul. Jake Paul has been in so much more trouble. For example, he threw a giant party at his house, and everyone was aware and very upset about it. And everyone was so upset about it, even the mayor said that she might fine Jake Paul or at least put him in some kind of trouble due to this party. It's also interesting to mention that Jake Paul is notorious for having bad parties. By bad parties, I mean women have came out and said that they attended Jake Paul's party and came out of his party drugged. Now, it is also interesting to mention that Jake Paul's friend slash manager is actually a criminal. That's right, Armani Azadi was known for doing the following. Turns out Azadi was a violent pimp on the Las Vegas Strip who was convicted of attempted battery and pled guilty to pandering, the legal term of pimping. The women made other more serious allegations as well, describing Azadi grabbing them violently when they displeased him. One of the prostitutes alleged that she attempted to quit working for Azadi only to have him waterboard her in the shower. According to the woman's account, Azadi only calmed down when she agreed to his name tattooed on her neck. And she quoted, "I'm going to torture you all night before you die," the woman recalls Azadi telling her at one point in the incident. So there is so much going on in Jake Paul's house, and yet a lot of our questions still are not answered, except for the main reason that apparently Jake Paul's house is being raided due to the mall that he was trespassing in. However, it's mysterious as well, because if you were to look up who Jake Paul's manager is, it would show up as Adam Quinn. However, Adam has confessed that he quit working for Jake Paul ever since Azadi came along because he knew he was dangerous and could not be trusted. If you were to ask for my opinion, I think that Azadi is the main reason why these raids are happening. There's also rumors on Twitter that maybe this may have something to do with drug smuggling, due to the fact that since there's always druggings happening at Jake Paul's party. But that is all the official sources that I can give you today. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time I have for today. Let me know down in the comments below, what are your theories, what are your opinions on this raid of Jake Paul? Do you think that this will get a whole lot more uglier, or do you think it's just another innocent event of 2020? If you want to be updated on what is going on these events, be sure to subscribe and ring that bell notification so you will be notified when we have more answers on this Jake Paul raid. And be sure to hit the like button so that way I know you guys are enjoying these videos and want to see more of them. This has been Anchorman LC, and please don't have a great night. Have a spontaneous night. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, I was recording for too long. I'm sweating. I need to turn off the camera before I get exposed in my underwear again.